Hello, hello, hello. Wow, I've never done a YouTube live before, but I wanted to experiment with, social media platforms. If I'm here to share medicine and strategize and help you get that with social media, like clearly I like to trial and error and experiment myself. So here I am. If you're here on the live, share in the comments that you're here. Say what up. I'd love to hear where you're coming from. And if you're watching the replay, let me know as well. I'd love to hear. And if you're not, I invite you to subscribe and ring that little bell so you know when notifications are coming up. I will be, I'm slowly but surely coming back online after I'm taking my glasses off, after being sick over the last year or so. And the content and the medicine that I'm here to share to help you revolutionize the world with your medicine by infusing mysticism and soulful systems and overall sovereign embodiment, we are going to create such magic and medicine together. So again, I want to thank you. And if you have never heard of me or seen my work before, my name's Sabrina Riccio, and I'm a shamanic brand strategist. And, after being struck by lightning in 2012 and navigating deep on my soul journey, they say the initiation of the shaman is to be struck by lightning. And my mission here is to help you reclaim your power and really step into and own your sovereign embodiment. So again, I want to thank you for being here. I wanted to come on today because today is a massive, massive day. I don't know if you're aware of this, but today we have the Jupiter Neptune conjunction in Pisces. And this happens once every 166 years that we find it in Pisces. And the last time this happened, I think it was like 1856. 1856. That was when the spiritual movement really came up. And it's interesting too, because during that time, there was also a huge flood that happened in France. And it's just really interesting because, Neptune, I want to talk a little bit about each of the planets and a little bit about Pisces and what this means for you and your business and really what to be aware of. But Neptune is the lord of the sea and Pisces is a water sign, right? So it's the last of the signs of the astrological cycle, right? We all know that Aries is the beginning of the astrological new year. I'm from the Northern Hemisphere, so I'm just going to say spring, but it's the first day of spring, the first day when things are regenerating. And Pisces is really inviting us to go deep into the subconscious and understand like the mysticism that is you. We are all here, spiritual beings having a human experience, and we're here to really revolutionize the world with our medicine. That's why I'm so driven to be sharing with you insights and marketing branding strategy to help you create smarter, not harder, and answer the call to your soul's deeper mission and purpose to revolutionize the world. So I want to talk a little bit about each of these energies, right? Because when we really honor what's going on, when we really see what's happening, it's incredible. I have a few notes here that I really wanted to dive deeper in here with you. But essentially, what I really want you to know is that with this very auspicious time, this is your invitation to recognize what illusions, what doubts, what limiting beliefs have been running the show in your life that have told you to play small, that have told you you're unworthy, that have brought forth doubt and insecurity of actualizing your dreams. This is a big piece of the medicine we're really facing and navigating through today. And I share this with you because I've even had to really navigate through this today and really, get radically honest and surrender more, right? And the bigger piece that I really want you to understand is that with this really powerful astrological union. This is one of the biggest aspects of this year, 2022. You know, we see six, it's the lovers, we see partnership. A lot of this is coming up, but before you can even call in or magnetize your partner, you've got to find that union within yourself, within your inner masculine and your inner feminine as well. And I think of, you know, when I see Pisces too, I see the two fish, right? And they're just swimming and they're in this space of completion, right? We have to understand is like we need to find that completion and to find that union within ourselves if we want to magnetize what it is we desire, because that union of self really is the awareness, the proclamation of our worth, the proclamation of our readiness to up level, right? So the bigger thing I want you to understand is that Jupiter is the planet of expansion. And as I said earlier, Neptune is the lord of the sea and is also the ruler of Pisces. And with Pisces being that last astrological sign of the astrological year, know that this is a very, very sensitive water, mutable, so it can be very adaptable sign of transformation, right? It encourages us to allow our soul to take the lead as we go forth and embrace our dreams and desires. We can visualize and, you know, put the intention out there for our dreams and desires, but truth is the dreams and the desires that are going to manifest and actualize are the ones that are coming from the heart. So the big thing that I've been hearing today is we need to get out of the head and we need to come back into the heart, because this is where our soul reigns supreme. What I've been sharing, and I just want to say that this week I have 25% off all of my courses with the code REBIRTH at the checkout at all the different payment plans. So pay in full, 2-month, 3-month, you can use the code REBIRTH to save 25% off and a chance to win a one-on-one VIP call with me. But the bigger piece that I really want you to understand is that for you to be able to live in the heart space, you need to be able to reclaim your power back from the past. So Pisces deals a lot with the subconscious, right? And because the subconscious is really developed between the ages of 0 and 6, we need to go deep within and recognize what patterns of our inner child, what patterns from our lineage, conditions, limiting beliefs, what have you. What are those things that have been trickled down generation to generation to generation that you are deciding that it ends with you so that it doesn't go down to the future generations to come? That for me was the biggest like sign that I heard that I wanted to work through, because I had such a traumatic childhood. And I'm going to be talking about it more on the podcast tomorrow. So if you're not, you can, again, you can watch my episode of the Sovereign Society podcast here on my YouTube channel tomorrow, or you can listen on your favorite platforms where I'm talking about my journey of overcoming sexual trauma and how that has really been the root of what caused my memory loss that I've been navigating through over the past year or so. But the bigger thing is like, I knew that I wanted to embark on this journey to make sure that these patterns and these conditions and these limiting beliefs, they're not going to be passed down to the next generation. As a sacred disruptor, I said, this ends with me. And that's what I invite you to understand too, is that you have the opportunity to say, this ends with me. And that's what I really want you to understand, that this Jupiter Neptune conjunction is really inviting you to do, because Neptune is the lord of the sea, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, Pisces, water, that's sensitive, mutable, so this is very adaptable in that sense. How are you going to go ahead and allow the water, like this purification process is what I'm seeing, like this wave just like purifying you so that you can expand your consciousness to higher levels, so that you can go to this next phase of your experience, of your journey? That's the question that I want you to really think about, because this is about knowing if you really truly want to expand and up level your human experience, Pisces is inviting us to honor those unprocessed emotions of our past so that we can move forward with conviction. Okay, so you came here during this auspicious time in human history to truly be who you're meant to be and to do it with divine mastery. And with that, this is the thing that you need to focus on: is how can you become the best version of you? How can you clean up the limiting beliefs, the doubts, the insecurities, the who am I's? How can you work through that and give the rest up to God, give the rest up to the universe? Because you are here as a child of the universe, as a child of God. And believe me when I say, and I'm having deja vu right now, the universe wants nothing but the best for you. The question is, do you want what's best for you? Or are you going to just continuously believe in the doubts and the insecurities and get in your way? That's the question I really want you to think about. So that, knowing that as a child of the universe, you have this opportunity to make the most of this planet. Like, you're just here visiting. How are you going to make the most of your time here on planet Earth? Right? Jupiter wants you to remember that as a child of the universe, you are limitless potential. Okay. The only boundaries in your life are the ones that you place on yourself. Maybe that comes from the fears. Maybe that comes from the doubts. Maybe that comes from the insecurities, the conditions, the limiting beliefs. Where are you not in your power? This is what this medicine is inviting you to do, is like, how can you go deep within, get radically honest with yourself so that you can step into your power? I think I've been hearing, like right now, I'm hearing water is life, right? Your body is made of over 80% water. And so we know that when the moon, for instance, shifts, goes through its phases, and I talk about this a lot inside the Mystic Planner and Thrive and Alchemize Your Systems. But when the moon shifts into the various phases, we can feel our emotions change. We can feel what we're navigating through. We feel it. We see the tides and the waves of the ocean shifting with the full moon, the new moon, what have you. You are made of water. How can you be the Lord of your body? Meaning, how can you allow your body and recognize how you're taking care and nourishing your health of your body as you navigate through this time and space, right? If you allow you to nourish your body, then your soul feels safe in your body. Your mind is clear, right? You have to understand that the only thing that's holding you back is your mind. Your soul wants to expand. Your heart wants you to share it, your love with the world. It's the mind, the ego edging God out, that's holding you back, that's having you believe in these limits. So you being able to move forward with conviction by honoring those unprocessed emotions of the past, practicing radical forgiveness for yourself, for others, understanding that everyone's doing their best based on their level of awareness. I want you to know that you have to believe that you're worthy of experiencing the life that you desire. And if there's still doubt creeping in, that's the invitation that for you to work on. I know there's still some things in my life where there's a little bit of doubt that's been creeping in lately. And so that's what I'm working on. And how do I choose to work and honor that? I'm taking care of things that I've wanted to accomplish for myself. So that means finishing my book this year. That means cleaning up. I'm still doing a lot of spring cleaning within my business and my systems that I share inside Alchemize Your Systems, to organize my content, to come up with bulk contenting, a strategy on the type of content I want to create. there's infinite possibilities that I can experience, but I need to get out of my own way. And I say this because this is an invitation for you. What experience do you desire? What limiting beliefs are telling you you can't have it, or what doubts are creeping in? And how can you rise above those doubts and those insecurities and rewrite that story? That's the real question, right? So, as you expand your consciousness, you get to experience the desires you really crave by creating that sacred space. That's why right now, wow, there's a feather, just one white feather that's like floating in the air right now. So that's an angel message right there. It makes me really emotional. My ADD brain. But you need to cultivate this sacred space to slow down, to breathe, clean up, right? Like tidy up your energy so that when things arise that can be testy, you have a safe space to express, to honor what's arising, to be who you are. And the important thing is when you go ahead and you breathe into who you are, it's also about trusting in the divine plan, trusting in the unfoldment that's happening as you continuously upgrade your soul. So, where can you surrender some more? Okay. Because when you give yourself that opportunity to nourish your soul and honor your needs and take radical responsibility for your life, best believe that you have the ability to experience the business and life of your dreams. Neptune is inviting you to be willing to pierce through those illusions, right? We need to pierce through that veil, dismantle the toxic behaviors, beliefs, habits, and relationships that aren't serving you anymore, or that aren't, and I should say, aren't serving your highest good and the highest good of all. So, again, with that water symbolism, it's time to wash away what doesn't serve you once and for all. Clean yourself up. Give yourself the opportunity to release. Give yourself the opportunity to bathe yourself in a way, right? And when you see yourself or go and take a bath or go and take a shower, when that water hits you, I want you to see all of the insecurities, all the doubts, all the limiting beliefs washing away, going down the drain. Okay. So there's a few things that I want to share that can really help you with your human experience, that can help you with your business. And just a little last nugget of wisdom. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you want to dive in deeper, I'm doing 25% off all my courses now until Easter Sunday with the code Rebirth. It's how I want to give back to the community as your patients, as I've been navigating through quite the health experience. But you can just go to the checkout and type in Rebirth. But if you have any questions, feel free to message me over on Instagram. And thank you for being here. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe and leave a rating and review here. So, or ring the bell, I should say. The bigger pieces I really want you to understand as we close out this live, this is an invitation for you to shift your perception from limitations to infinite possibilities. And it's yours to experience. I want you to know that. You have to make the commitment to stop playing small by tuning into your highest potential and flow with it if you want to actualize your deepest desires. That's so much of this, the spiritual enlightenment of Neptune, right? And the expansion of Jupiter, and just this overall mysticism that Pisces brings. The world is your oyster. Lead with love, okay? Raise your frequency to magnetize your deepest desires, honor what's arising, and trust in the divine flow, trust in the divine process that is your life, okay? Because miracles are your birthright. So if you're someone who has a business, the best way to honor this really beautiful transit is understanding that your business is your art and your art is your medicine. So stop playing small and start unleashing it with the world. When you give yourself the opportunity to embrace your heart's deepest passions, you have the ability to make the difference. So what's stopping you? Because with your heart's true intention, you can have your business Be part of the solution as you answer the call to revolutionize the world, because in today's world, your medicine can be spread around the world like this. Your frequency, your love, your intention, your radiance has the power to be spread and showered all over the world to inspire someone somewhere else to raise their frequency, to let them know that it's possible. And this is why we're here. And when you do that, make sure you practice discernment and you're honoring your boundaries on how you share your energy, because your energy is precious. Okay. So when it comes to you navigating through this on a human experience level, know that with discernment, you are here to dismantle any and all spiritual illusions and false light hypnosis that is stepping into your true divinity. I know for me on the the Aries new moon, I burned all of my new age spiritual books. I did it. And some like things that I had, because I was done of being in that hypnosis, because it kept me in a consciousness trap and loop. So what did I do? I burned it. I didn't need that external resource or validation of someone else telling me, like I just dove deeper into myself and trust my own inner knowing. And that's my prayer. It's like, I want to help you return back home to you. You know you better than you. So you need to start trusting you, because again, you know you better than you. You knowing you better than you is you also honoring your intuition as you go forth and lead with integrity. Integrity is about you being you unapologetically. And this is what we need more of, because when you start radiating and coming from that space, people will look at you and be like, damn, I can do that too. And then we can see more sovereignty, more personal empowerment in the world. And what an incredible thing to see around us, right? I really want you to also hone into your divine mastery and get out of your own way. So forgive others for past wrongdoings. Forgive yourself for past wrongdoings, because everyone is doing their best based on their levels of awareness. So rather than beating yourself up, doubting yourself, being all insecure, being stuck, more so being stuck in the past, that's not going to do anything for you. That's not going to support you, support your vision, support your community. It's not going to do anything. Be here now. Focus on what's arising now. Honor what's arising. Don't be shy. Don't bypass it. Feel into it. Give yourself what you need, what you've been yearning for. Give it to yourself. Don't look for it outside of yourself. And remember that you came here during this auspicious time in human history for a purpose, for a reason. Okay. Are you ready to get out of your own way? Are you ready to stop playing small? If you are, I'd love to support you. Again, 25% off all of my experiences now until Easter Sunday at midnight with the code Rebirth. And when you enroll in one of these programs, you have a chance to win a one-on-one VIP call with me. You can check out the description for all the links to my different courses. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up, send me a DM over on Instagram at Sabrina Riccio. But I want you to know that you can achieve anything you desire. It's about you committing to the process, committing to your soul's evolution, committing to your soul's journey of doing that deep work, right? Because what you discover and what you learn, and then once you integrate and embody what you've learned, then you have the ability to recognize that medicine has the ability to revolutionize the world. And that's what you can build a business off of. And that's what I want to help you actualize. That's why like my program Thrive is having you do that deep work so that you can actualize and experience it. So are you ready to embrace the ultimate spiritual truth that the divine is working through you to be the change, to be part of the solution? Are you? The biggest thing I just want you to remember is that you are here to bring something unique to the world. So start taking initiative. Choose to unleash your medicine with the world, because the world is ready. The stars are aligned. The planets are here. They're here to help you. The universe is here to help you. So I invite you to get out of your own way, be part of the solution, and unleash your medicine with the world. I want to say thank you for being here. This is my first live that I've done, and I have never done one of these. But like I said, as a brand strategist, like I like to experiment with all these different platforms and see what works and what doesn't. I know my marketing professor would be proud 10 years later, but 11 years later, gosh. But I just want to say thank you again for being here. I'm so excited about this Jupiter Neptune conjunction. I'd love to hear what you thought. And again, if you haven't yet, please subscribe and leave a rating and review. You can go also subscribe on my favorite on my the Sovereign Society podcast on your favorite platform. I will have a new episode tomorrow. But ring that little bell so you can see when more announcements or whatnot are coming up. My intention is to start creating more content, but I've got to finish my book first. That's my big goal. So again, I want to thank you. Embrace this medicine. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.